Hello, my name is Brandon Devnich from Pegasaas.com. I am the founder and primary developer for the Pegasaas Accelerator, WP, which could stand for WordPress or it could stand for Web Performance. We haven't really settled on what that is, but I'm the primary developer for that. I wanted to give you a little bit of an update on how the global COVID-19 crisis is going to affect Pegasaas. In short, it is not in any way going to affect Pegasaas. To give you a little bit of idea, I developed Pegasaas in 2017. First version came out in December, and then in 2018 I released version 2 in December, and then just recently in February of 2020, it's almost a year apart, right? I released version 3. This is primarily a one-person development project. It's taken all my previous, it would have been 15, it's now closer to 18 or 20 years of web experience, poured it all into everything I know about web performance into a single plugin that just does everything together, right? That's the idea. It's simplified web performance. And so it's a one-person show. We don't have to worry about offices. I have a business partner. We actually work remotely. We work remotely for years, and we use Skype, and we pass telephone calls back and forth. His domain is our other business, which is website templates and WordPress themes, i3dthemes.com, and he handles 80 to 90% of that. I handle 80 to 90% of Pegasaas. Sort of two aspects of somewhat related businesses. And and then we also had Max over the summer months last year. Max was a local college student where he did a work experience here, and it was absolutely fantastic. I loved having him. I got to impart a bunch of knowledge on him. We learned a bunch of things together, and but then he finished his work term, and he then got on a job with a very fast-growing company here in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. I am so happy for him. That guy is going places. And anyways, he still works part-time for me on the weekends, improving our critical CSS engine. So, which is really great because it doesn't need full-time work, but it does need somebody specialized that knows the system, and he's the guy. He is my guy. And so he works on that system. So there's more than just me here. There are other people behind the curtain, so to speak, maybe not so much, but I am the prominent one here. Because we don't have to worry about self-isolation, because I already work in my own office here, there's no disruption to that. Even if we did, I would be able to work remotely. In fact, taking all this setup here is a multi-monitor setup, but I have a laptop I can take just about anywhere, provided there's some power. Although I do have a backpack with solar-powered, solar panels that make it so that I can go hiking and take the laptop with me. Although that's not really what hiking is all about. But in the event that I needed to take some time to go camping, I can go remotely. That's the beauty of this particular type of business, is that being able to serve global clients such as yourself, it doesn't matter whether or not you come to me in my office or not. You can send in a message, an email, and I can answer it at any time in the day and get back to you and make your website faster. So as far as, again, how COVID-19 is going to affect Pegasaas, the answer really is there's no way. Unless, of course, something were to happen to me, which is extremely unlikely. I am at the peak performance. I made a few lifestyle changes back in November. I have never been more fit. I have never been more healthy. Maybe when I was 20 years younger, but I'm feeling fantastic. And so, anything can happen to anybody, any time of the day. You could be walking down the street and something happened to you. but the probability of anything happening to me is pretty low. So as far as COVID-19 is concerned, there is really, we're not sending out emails that saying, hey, this is what we're doing. I just want to send out this little video if you wanted to watch it, because I have probably had 25 emails in the last 5 days from companies that I didn't know that I was on their email list telling me this is how they're handling the crisis. As far as what's going on in further development, I'll just squeeze in just another minute to tell you where Pegasus is going. So I released version 3 in February, and as far as the interface is concerned and the functionality in the background, I believe we've worked out pretty much all the bugs in the, I think it's 3.1. There goes my back screen. 3.1.6, just adds a little bit of light to that video here. I think that's where we're at as far as the latest version. Moving forward, I have plans for, and I started development already on something called tree shaking, which is for determining which JavaScript files can be lazy loaded automatically. That is probably, lazy loading JavaScript files is probably the final 100 yards of this race, I think, and determining which files can be lazy loaded automatically would be perfect for you. In many cases, if you have this plugin, you will know that if you lazy load the wrong file, functionality will break. And we're trying to get around that by pre-detecting what functionality is in the page. So that's moving into 3.2, 3.3, and then we're also going to be taking a bunch of the data from the plugin and pulling that into your dashboard at pegasaas.com. And so that you can, if you have multiple sites, like many of our clients are agencies, if maybe you might be one as well, or developers, where they want to keep track on the web performance of all their sites at a glance, rather than having to log into each plugin dashboard. They just have the single dashboard and just report all the stats there. So we're going to be trying to integrate that in the next little bit. And I do say we a lot, but I really mean me. So there's a fair bit going on there, but really the focus right now is making sure that 3.1 is as stable as possible. There's a little bit of quirks when we released 3.0. I am human. It happens. There was a lot of changes in this last version. From 2.8 to 3.0. Thought I caught them all before we launched, but obviously you install it on hundreds of websites, and there were a few things that were missed, but we now have them ironed out. In any case, that's the update. I hope you're doing well. If you have any questions about Pegasus or about your subscription, or you want to make any comments at all or any suggestions, please, by all means, you can contact me. Go to the website pegasaas.com, go to the contact page, send in a message, or if you have the plugin, you can contact us directly from the plugin dashboard. There's a contact tab, or if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, you can certainly comment there. But please understand that we're here to also support you and make your website faster so that you can have higher conversions. I mean, that is the entire idea for Pegasus, is so that your website can be faster so you can make more money and hopefully get through all of this crisis here without losing too much hair. Anyways, thanks so much for joining me, and hopefully talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.